From the heart of Atlanta, a bold new approach to fighting hunger is born. Street Charity, founded by John and Antuanette Patton, harnesses the power of fintech and quick-serve restaurants to bring dignity and choice to those in need. At the Atlanta Press Conference during the QSR Evolution Conference, leaders unveil how $5 Street Charity prepaid cards will help millions of food-insecure Americans eat what they want, where they want. One meal, one life, one community at a time. Let's join the press conference.
We're going to explain exactly how we do that. My name is John Patton. I'm the CEO and co-founder of StreetCharity.org. And as many of you may know, there is 47 million Americans who go hungry every single day. They're food insecure, the USDA tells us. And that is an indictment by any measure in the richest country in the world. But together, we can make a difference. There are so many organizations, hundreds of organizations in our own city that we look forward to partnering with to turn the tide on those numbers. So, Antuanette, who I'll introduce in a second, and I have been feeding the hungry for over 30 years in every imaginable way, from soup kitchens to making food to taking people to eat dinner and lunch with us. But we also handed out a lot of dollar bills, and we knew that that was not the solution. We wanted a program, a way to give people the dignity to not eat what I'm giving them, but to allow them to order what they want to eat, when they want to eat it, and where they want to eat it. So we started making some phone calls. And thanks to our good partners at Discover Global Network, the old Discover card, we were able to put together a program. So this $5 card can be given to anyone who is looking to have a hot meal, or to get out of the rain, or to get out of the sun, to act like a human being and go in the front door of a restaurant and choose their meal. And in the event they don't fully redeem the $5 or they lose the card, that's the exciting part, because the monies will expire off the card in 6 months and be sent to a food bank. We're just so excited. This is, in my opinion, the easiest way to get in the game. When people donate to us, we send them cards, be it individuals or organizations. So we're here at the Quick Serve Restaurant Association Conference, the Evolution Conference. Why are we here? Because believe it or not, if you add up all the food banks and all the food pantries and the soup kitchens in our great country, there are 4 times as many fast food and quick serve restaurants serving hot meals every single day. It's what they do for a living. So why wouldn't we leverage those good people who are already giving back to our community in unbelievable ways through food rescue and donations? Let's partner with them. So we decided to come here, step out, ask for their financial support, their donations, to then infuse these cards back into their community. We don't want to do this alone. We're here in Atlanta. We want this to be all over the United States. So that's the program. We look forward to getting a card in every single wallet, in every single purse, and in every single car. And that's not an exaggeration. It's my honor now and privilege to introduce my co-founder and wife, Antuanette Patton.
Thank you. I'll be quick. How many of us have been, stopped at the traffic light and you see someone with a sign that says they're hungry, or anything help, please? And we don't know what to do. Like, we don't have any cash anymore with us, or if we do have cash, we're not sure how that cash will be used. And so this is the perfect solution to give them the car, and we will feed everyone who is hungry in this country. But we can't do this alone. We need you to be the hands and feet of Street Charity and feed those in your community. Not just here in Atlanta, it works all over the United States. So please be involved, donate, get cards every month, have them ready to go in your wallet and I have them in the visor of my car every time. You will feel the joy of giving, and it's amazing the feeling that you get when you give one of those cards. So,
it really is. We hope to end a lot of the stereotypes of people that are on the street that are down on their luck. You know, they've had evictions, they've had job loss, they've had divorce. They didn't plan to be on the street. And we want to, domestic violence. And we just absolutely know the joy that comes from connecting with people in need. So now it's my honor to introduce the chairman of the Fulton County Board of Commissioners, Rob Pitts.
Well, good morning, everyone. In my brief remarks, I'm delighted to be here. And, you know, this is like a godsend. And I want to just thank Sweet Charity and the restaurateurs and others who are going to be involved in this program, because we, Fulton County, in conjunction with the City of Atlanta, we set up a program, a joint program, where the county put in $2.5 million, the city put in $2.5 million to develop what we call a diversion center. And this diversion center, it's utilized when officers arrest people on the street. They have an option at the time of the arrest of going to jail or going to our diversion center. At our diversion center, they can stay there for up to 24 hours. After that 24th hour, they're released. Now, the good thing about that in this program is that when they're released, while they're there, they can take a shower, they can get a hot meal, but at that 24th hour, with this card in their hands, in their pockets, that's why I say this is a godsend, because primarily, most of the folk who are being arrested at the point of arrest on the street, they're homeless or looking for a job, just down on their luck and need a helping hand. So I want to say thank you for this program, and it is a wonderful program, and we're just delighted to have you here in Fulton County. And I say this, Atlanta's in Fulton County. Fulton County is not in Atlanta, but we're partners in this, and thank y'all so much for doing it. Oh yeah, and I got my card, because I pass them all day, every day. Okay, thank you. All right, now here from the city of Atlanta, you want me to talk about it?
Say something about it.
All right.
I want to get the photograph with y'all.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
All right, cheese it up. He's ready to talk.
Hold it. Get my card in.
That's it. You go a little lower with it, my friend. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Let's go pizza, people.
Okay.
Thank you.
see, Lima.
Oh yeah. And now, representing the city of Atlanta, one of our distinguished council members, a council member at law. In fact, he has my old seat, right? He has my old seat on the Atlanta City Council, doing an outstanding job. Not as good a job as I did when I had it, but he's close. Michael, the Honorable Michael Julian Bond.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you to the Pattons. Let's give the Pattons another round of applause on this tremendous idea. I want to thank them formerly Sweet, we need to say the word Sweet Charity over and over again. We want to make sure that everybody knows that brand, just like the brand of the restaurants that are supporting the program. So everybody say Sweet Charity. Sweet Charity. One more time, Sweet Charity. Street Charity. So we want to make sure that everybody knows Street Charity and it becomes ubiquitous around the United States. This is an innovative program. As the retail business continues to go card only, right? Cashless. How many times have we either passed someone on the street or pulled up to an intersection, people appealing for help or contribution, and you have no cash. You have no cash on your person, no cash in your car. This is an immediate way to help others in a modernizing society, but it's also good to be able to immediately ensure that that person's going to get a meal, that that person's going to have something to eat. I think this is a tremendous idea, and Chairman Pitts was absolutely right. Our diversion center is just one aspect of how to serve and proliferate this program. I've run my own program out of the city of Atlanta for the last 4 years, and I honestly thought that it would, after the pandemic, that it would kind of fade out or fade away. But the need is tremendous and it's great. You know, we want to target those who need the help. We want to deal with them directly. And this is a way for anybody to ensure that people get the help that they need. I want to thank the sponsors who are the restaurants that are going to work with Street Charity to make sure that these folks can get a leg up and get some encouragement. When you have lost everything, your self-esteem, your home, your job, you know, who can calculate how grievous that actually is for people? And to be able to extend a hand, I mean, it is just a tremendous blessing. You're doing God's work, and the City of Atlanta wants to work with you continually and build on this program. This is amazing. Thank you, everybody, for being out here to support. Get you a card today and pass the blessing along. Pass your street charity along to others. God bless you and thank you. I got my, somebody take a
I got you, Bill. Come forward just a tiny bit. All right, think of how salt? Think about feeding a whole bunch of people. All right, why is it doing that? Make it go. It's got to be smarter than me.
No, I just got the
Somehow testing the...
it just closed it.
Sorry. Okay, here we go. Cheese. Yes! It's a good one. All right, I get one too. Woo, wrong camera. Cheese up. 1, 2. Yes! Super
Thank
good
you.
one. That was great. Thank you, sir.
Okay, it's my honor now. Thank you for bearing with us. I tell you, those words were absolute gold. And it's my honor now to introduce Stephanie Fisher, the CEO and President of the Georgia Restaurant Association.
It is an honor this morning to be here to speak on behalf of Street Charity, and I just want to commend John and Antuanette on a very, very creative way to combat hunger here in the state of Georgia, but also nationally. I think by using the partnership with Discover Card and giving the donations will actually now hit people's stomachs, which is what's really, really important here. And then, of course, being part of the restaurant community, it also will help our restaurateurs. And for us to partner with Street Charities to make sure that, you know, we can do whatever we can to help you out is just our pleasure. So I just want to thank you for all the work you've done, thinking outside the box to make this happen. And I cannot wait to give my first card away. So thank you very much.
All right, choose it up. Thank you, lovelies.
One more.
Oops. you. Good job.
And now it's my pleasure, keeping with the food theme, to introduce Julie Brandt Kirkendall, who is the Executive Director of Feeding Georgia. And they are part of Feeding America. I know you've all heard of them, and they connect food banks with the people that need the food. Thank you so much.
Thanks so much. It is such an honor to be here today. I'm Julie Brandt Kirkendall with Feeding Georgia. And as the founders of this amazing charity have just let you know, hunger is an issue that our community faces. In fact, 1 in 7 Georgians, so 1 in 7 people across our great state, are facing hunger and food insecurity. That includes our children, that includes our seniors, and that includes everyday people who are just facing struggles. We know that the face of hunger looks different in every community and in every walk of life that we see. So it's always important to remember that we may not always know what that looks like when folks are struggling to put meals on the table, or struggling to wonder where their next meal will come from. One of the things that we always say is the gift of a simple meal is so powerful. You heard that today. That may just be the boost that someone needs to get through their day and focus on finding housing. That may just be the lift someone needs to focus on finding that new job. Or it just may be that gesture that says, I care about you. And that's the kind of community that we come from here in Atlanta and across this great state of Georgia. I prepared a few remarks, and I want to just say that we are so grateful for innovative operations and organizations like Street Charity. This is how we get this work done. And we also want to make sure that we are supporting and thanking the folks around our state that also work together. You've got some amazing officials here today that are doing the work. I just talked to Michael Julian Bond about the work that he does, feeding folks through his office. So you never know where that's happening, but that's the kind of community that we live in. And together with partners like Street Charity, our state partners, our elected officials, our farmers, our tremendous agricultural community that supports us, we are finding better ways every day to ensure that every person can find the food they need to thrive. So congratulations for showing up today and caring about this issue. And huge congratulations to these amazing, innovative founders who are working on a solution that helps all of us give back. And I know we want to do that together. So thank you for having me today, and congratulations again to you all, Street Charity.
So we've got one more person before we wrap up today with a very special guest. We are so grateful. We just met Annie Wisner, Vice President for WTWH Media, an award-winning B2B media and marketing company that serves high-impact industries. It is such a pleasure. Her work is on display because her organization runs the QSR Quick Serve Restaurant Evolution Conference being held today and this week at the Marriott Marquis, where we are so honored to be a part. Welcome and come forward, Annie.
Thank you so much, John and Antuanette. I am absolutely delighted to be here today representing WTWH Media. I am the VP of Marketing for the organization, and what we do is we offer proprietary audiences, authoritative content, digital marketing, and events for B2B brands and agencies across the food, retail, hospitality, engineering, and healthcare industries. As John mentioned, we're here today at the QSR Evolution. It's our 3rd annual conference, which is the only event that focuses on solely the unique needs of quick service restaurant operators. The U.S. quick service industry is enormous. It's an estimated market value in the U.S. is around $447 billion, and it's anticipated to grow to $731 billion by 2030. In fact, the sector accounts for roughly 35% of U.S. total food service sales. And you know, there's a lot going on in this industry. In addition to the growth, there's some key challenges facing food operators in 2025, rising food costs, labor shortages, and employee retention issues. And all of this is addressed at the QSR Evolution Conference. And guess what? We're going to be here again in Atlanta next year. So make sure to mark your calendars for September 8th through the 10th, 2026. You know, when we were introduced to Antuanette and John and to their amazing charity, street charity, we recommended immediately that we wanted to help support this mission. In the U.S. today, there's just no reason for any person to be hungry. You know, imagine a world where any member of our community can walk into a quick service restaurant and purchase a meal with dignity. We're here today to make sure that happens. I personally live in Denver, and there's a huge homeless community there, and my children both attend inner city schools, and I'm so excited to arm them with these cards because there's children at their schools that need these meals. And how wonderful that they can go to their friends that maybe can't afford Chick-fil-A or the other places they go and say, hey, come to lunch with me. So it's just beautiful that we're going to be able to bring joy to people's daily lives. So, you know, our pledge today is to support this amazing charity and for all of us to help end hunger in our communities, but not only that, to give people back their dignity and let them join us at the table. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Annie, and that is right. The applications are endless. We ask you to bring your creativity to how these cards can be used. Well, we're so glad again for you attending. We asked and was confirmed that Pastor Tommy Palmer of the Atlanta Dream Center would be here. Unfortunately, he got caught up and couldn't join us, but the Atlanta Dream Center is just one example of a partner organization. City of Refuge is another one. Atlanta Mission's another one. The Atlanta Community Food Bank. We're so grateful for these partners. We want to get cards into their hands so that they can be distributed to the people in need. Thank you for coming. It is such an honor. Please go to streetcharity.org and get involved today.
You know, we do walk around these streets and we do want to help. Generous people are everywhere, but they have to make a judgment call. You know, is this person going to use my money for food indeed, or will it perhaps perpetuate a crisis in their life? We don't want that, and now Street Charity Cards erases that. You can hand out a Street Charity card and absolutely have confidence somebody's going to eat, because if those funds aren't used by the person you're giving it to, they're going to expire and they're going to go to a food bank. So we are just so excited to get them in the hands of everybody because they want to help now they can. So there are really two ways to get involved. One, everyone goes to streetcharity.org, streetcharity.org, and individuals can donate on a monthly basis, a reoccurring monthly basis, and we send cards to that donor every single month so that they can distribute them in their community when the need crosses their path. The other way is that organizations, churches, synagogues, Rotary clubs, employers can donate at streetcharity.org, and we'll send the cards to them to give out to their members, to their employees, to give to their communities.
Oh, this is absolutely a great thing to be out here. What Sweet Charity is doing in cooperation with their sponsors and partners is making sure that people get fed. And that's one of the things that, of course, if you're walking down the block and you're confronted with a person and you have a means of making sure that they're going to get a meal, that they're going to have their needs met. I mean, this is a fantastic idea, and it's one that everybody can do. You know, a lot of times people might feel a little helpless inside because they may want to do more, or they don't know what to do to help a person. But this is a direct way. You know that the end result is that this person or person is going to be fed. And so you're contributing to that degree and making sure that someone has been nurtured and cared for. And this is something you can share with your friends, you can share with your co-workers, share at your church and all your fraternities, sororities, organizations. This is a way to directly help people, right on the spot.